Let's create a least scan class. This type of scan class executes at one of two different rates, depending on whether or not the value on that tag is visible somewhere from a client or a designer. We'll start off in the designer here. I'll take a look at my tag browser. I'll make sure I have the tags folder selected, and I'm going to click the little stopwatch to open up the scan class editor. Once the window appears, I'm going to click the little plus button down below. I'm going to select the newly created scan class, and let's change the name of the scan class to least. And I'm going to change the mode to least as well. Now if a tag on this scan class is viewable somewhere, it'll execute at the fast rate. If it's not viewable, it'll execute at the slow rate. In this case, I'm going to change my slow rate to 0 while leaving the fast rate at 1 second. In this scenario, I can turn polling off on my tags by closing my clients and designers. So let's put some tags on this scan class. I'm going to click the OK button down below. I have a couple sign tags over here. I'm going to select sign 0, hold shift, click on sign 2, right click and edit the tags. And I'm going to go ahead and change the scan class drop down there to our least scan class and click OK. Now this is a little hard to test or at least show you the difference while I have the designer open. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at our gateway. So I'm going to bring my web browser into view here. And I'm going to scroll up just a little bit here. We are in the status section under systems and tags. We can see both of my real-time providers here, and I only have 3 tags in the default tag provider here, which are the 3 tags we just edited. I'm going to click the details button on the right. On this page, you can see the names of our tags, as well as their values and quality. Now keep in mind this page only updates once every 5 seconds, but we will notice once the tags switch over to the slower rate. So now that this is up in view, I'm going to bring my designer back up. And I'm going to close my designer. I'll click the big red X at the top. I'll say, yes, I want to quit the designer. And in just a moment here, you should see the quality, there we go, on these 2 tags here change to a bad quality. This is because those tags are on the slow rate, which isn't executing. Because of this, the system has flagged those values as stale. However, sign 0 here still has a good quality value. The reason for that is because I actually have a client open where you can see the value of sign 0. So that's why it still has a good quality. So even when we're using this least scan class, there is some granularity. If one tag on the scan class is viewable somewhere, it operates at the faster rate, while every other tag operates at the slower rate. So of course, if I were to close this client, in just a moment here, the quality should switch from good to bad, just like that. Now in a real-life scenario, you probably don't want to use a 0 value for your slow rate, but maybe something like 10 seconds or 30 seconds, just so you can at least get an update on the tag value every so often for historical ratings. And then that way, if someone opens up the client, we can go ahead and execute the tags at a faster rate.